Alright, we're back. Just had to correct some sound issues I was having. Should sound better now. Alright, so let's investigate, maybe ask some more information about these missing Alliance officers that were sent.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
Perhaps better understanding of what Major Kyle himself is like.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Certainly understand how that would happen. They suspect that the two soldiers they sent were killed, but it seems like they don't have confirmation of that. He didn't say it with certainty. I mean, it's possible that they're alive, and it's possible that Major Kyle can still be reasoned with.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Alright, now we have a system to explore. Well, before we get into that, I want to check something. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's begin exploring the Sentry system, starting with the Ropto. A quick survey reveals more of those Turian medallions. Seem to be scattered all over this solar system. Alright, let's look at the galaxy. Alright, quick survey reveals a significant deposit of cobalt. Alright, the next ring would be... Actually, appear to be 2 planets here. That was odd. Ah, it's a moon. Well, let's look at Clendagon first. Area terrestrial. Whatever. Nothing of note on it. Its moon Pressorp. We can actually land on and investigate. Let's see what's going on at Tamara first. Thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, nothing remarkable. The moon is of interest. Frigid, barren world, extremely thin atmosphere. Crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. Its landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral riches. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. Now, let's land and check it out. Alright, considering... Let's see, they said there were biotics, so we definitely want Liara with us. Because having a biotic is a good way to counter one. On top of that, this is an Alliance military affair, so he wants Williams along. Not just because of the fact that he trusts her and enjoys her company, and is entertaining the prospect of getting to know her better, as it were. Because this is something that should be kept confidential from the less trustworthy members of the crew. Alright, we have an anomaly over here, debris, and the biotic compound. First thing we're going to do is investigate the anomaly, which is to our southwest over in the mountaintop. So hopefully we will be there shortly. On the way there, we picked up something interesting on the radar. Let's take a look at what this is. This cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest.
Securing point.
Let's investigate. We didn't bring a decryptionist with us. Well, actually, could either of them have the skill necessary to do it? That is something we should investigate. Perhaps Liara knows something about it. Oh no, unfortunately she doesn't. Although she should definitely be developing her biotic potential at this point. Singularity seems to be a very useful skill that she has. Something that she would develop. Stasis seems less useful than lift, so we're going to develop that. As for Williams, we're going to be developing her proficiency with sniper rifles so she can provide long-range support. As for Shepard himself, let's see. Master assault rifles are his weapon of choice, so he's going to develop that. Next, he's going to work on shotguns. And unfortunately, neither of them have decryption skill, so we're going to be unable to do anything about that, but that's alright. We have more loot and scavenged goods to deal with than I really care for. Certainly nothing that is going to be featured. So let's head over in this direction, to the southwest, and see where these rover tracks are leading. Luckily, it's not too far away. Whoa, more Mako flips. Down we go. Hi-yo! And here we find ancient debris. Turian insignia. And what about down here? Wrecked mining vehicle. Front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. Oh, that's a damn shame. Can't blame these people for wanting to make a living, but it's dangerous work out here. Luckily, the debris is nearby. I like to call that the spin. You can all finish hurling up your lunches now. Alright, let's see what's over here. Crashed probe.
En route.
And we can override this, no problem. More supplies, more supplies. Alright, next up is the biotic compound. We'll go through this low sector here. Come around from the east. Should be there. Very. Alright, there's the compound. Let's move in. Hopefully we can talk them down without the need for violence. Before we move in, might as well go survey this mineral, considering it's right over here.
On my way.
And gold deposit. This should be fairly straightforward. Large deposit of gold. Luckily there aren't any hostiles waiting for us outside. Oh, let's see if we can talk these people down. I sure hope we can.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
Well, he'd want to try to strike a diplomatic note.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
We don't know this. He doesn't want to be belligerent. Let's try to make it seem like we're on their side.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
Alright, well, it's time to make an appeal like only Arthur can.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
What is he talking about? This is the only building in the compound. And locked because we don't have a decryptor with us.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Interesting.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
I can assure you that that's not necessarily the case.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
We don't mind if we steal your supplies. Alright, the big man is likely upstairs. Considering how a lot of this architecture seems to be standardized, would be located over this way.
Biotics can feel safe here.
These people do not sound particularly stable. And because they're biotics, they're always armed, even when they aren't. Much needed metagel.
Ready.
Oh, this is strange. He doesn't appear to be here.
We can't trust the Alliance.
Is it possible they were indeed referring to another structure? Because who we're looking for does not appear to be here. I mean, there's the control room. This is a little odd. Perhaps he wished to contact us remotely. We should head back up to the control room, try to get in touch with him that way. Can't really think of anything else. Unless they were indeed referring to another building. No, that does not appear to be the case. This is strange. I don't suppose we can quickly climb down from here, just to make this a bit easier. No, that doesn't appear to be the case, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to try to find out where Commander Kyle is. I'll be right back. Alright, well this is the only other building in the complex, so perhaps he's in here.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Ah. So that would explain their deaths then.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
And they're all very convinced of that. Considering the way Hackett made it sound, it might not be far from the truth. But that's not the way Arthur wants to do things around here. Or at all.
Biotics can feel safe here.
Not with me running around stealing all of their things. Yep, room's clear. We have liberated you of all of your unnecessary possessions.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
We are here to talk. We don't want to be accusatory. First question, where are the investigators?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Okay, well, these people are definitely not safe here. Not if we have confirmation that 2 Alliance officers were murdered.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
Well, he's really not in a position to help them, and he's going to do his best to convince him of that.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Well, that was a rather rapid, change of heart. Guess Arthur is just that good at persuading people. Well, let's try to console him. I mean, he is doing what we want him to do.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all.
Well, that's no good.
You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
All right. He's still a bit skeptical. I mean, he changed his mind so quickly, but he knows what's going to happen if he doesn't stand up to his word. And he's not going to be able to face Arthur and his crew. I mean, they may have quite a few people here, but they don't know what he's capable of.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Yeah, me too. Just return to Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody.
On your order, Shepard.
Ready.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Did they really? Well, we didn't. So he'll come out and surrender, and all of these people will get the extensive therapy that they need. And hopefully the bulk of them will be able to reintegrate into society. And based off of what Caden said, I can certainly understand the plight of biotics, but we can't have something like this happening. It's just too unsafe. Alright, let's return to the Normandy. We'll see if he's honored his word. Any word from Hackett?